I don't know.
Because he likes sweet tea.
I know that's our child.
What's wrong with sweet tea?
Nothing. Do you have a preference? Do you like that one better?
It's close.
Just okay.
Like my mom's best, but it's an hour away.
That's a good thing to say, though. That's a nice thing to say. Ready? Okay. Coach, congratulations
Thanks.
on year 2 and a postseason bid. Can you just kind of take us through what the thinking is and how you move forward this week?
I mean, any press conference right after this SEC is either good news or bad news, so I'm glad it's good news that we have postseason. We obviously are, yesterday was a very strange day because of the way the bracket was released. A lot of emotions with it because we were so close. I've been told by many people we were the last team talked about. Frustrated in a lot of ways because the criteria that eliminated us from consideration against Tennessee was not then applied to other teams, the top wins. Tennessee in because of top wins, and yet we had more top wins than some of the teams that did get in. So we dealt with it. We talked about it. We were together. We did have a kind of a watch party, even though the bracket had been leaked and released. So we were together when it happened. We talked through it, and our kids were just really, really fired up to keep playing. So I think that is something you have to go into the NIT. You can't go into this thing with regrets or looking back or frustrated. You have to refocus, and our kids did that a lot faster than the coaches did. So they're ready to move forward. The coaches are now, after we've slept on it and talked to all our buddies and expressed and vented to whoever we vent to, and now we're focused. And you better get focused in a hurry, because if you haven't noticed, they don't seed the WNIT on the women's side. There's no way Houston would be a 16 seed in this field. And then you look down the line, and we're certainly not looking past Houston, but if you look in our pod, we've got another team that was one of the last 4 out very soon, and lots of wins on our side. So we have refocused, and we'll have a great practice today, and looking forward to being able to play in Bud Walton Arena on Thursday night.
So Mike, so based on, you feel like you were the last team left out of the NCAA tournament?
That's what I was told.
Yeah. Do you feel like Tennessee got in more on their name? Maybe like if it was been some other school, like maybe you guys had a better resume, but they got in because they're Tennessee? You know?
I look at it because of the head-to-head. I think every metric was even. They might have had more top 50 wins than we did. We had more top 25 wins. And maybe their strength of schedule was a little bit better, but it wasn't that much better. So I don't know that it was reputation, but when it gets down to a tie, every place I've ever played, whether it was the backyard, growing up at Greenwood, or in the SEC, when things are that even, you look at what happened head-to-head, and we won in Knoxville. So I don't know that it was reputation, but I know that the metric that I was told was top 50 wins, and they had more than we did.